Hello, welcome to AKITO'S World TV. Well, for some parts of the world, good morning, and then good evening to everyone in the world. My name is Akito Tanaka from Yiem International. Yiem International is my company. Well, today I would like to talk about my personal history and what I'm doing, and then about my future vision on this TV program. Because for the past broadcasting of this TV program, thank you very much for your very kind feedback. And then I received a lot of questions regarding where did you learn your English, or were you be good at English when you were little, or what do you have? You just are mentioning in the TV that you just set up your company, and then are you interested to expand not only for domestic but for internationally? So today I would like to talk to you about how I grew up in Japan, and then also what kind of vision I have touring my business, and then also for my future visions to you. Well, first of all, I would like to say I just came back from Thailand this morning flight, which is about this morning, so it's like about 10 hours ago. I just arrived at Haneda International Airport from Bangkok. At this time, I do traveling business traveling a lot through all over ASEAN countries, not only for Asia, but also to Europe and to the States. And then this time, and then also I have a company in Thailand. So that's why I always go back and forth between Japan and other countries. Well, if I say I'm not tired at all, it's not really correct, but I'm very pleased to meet every and each one of you, and then I'm very happy to be with you today. Well, for our listeners' questions, I would like to answer for the first questions. Yeah, how did you study your English? Honestly, I would like to mention you that when I was junior high school students, I didn't like English. And then when I first entered the junior high school, especially for the first year, I couldn't speak English, almost none. And then, well, can you imagine and can you believe that middle term exams on the first year, my score of English is just only 4. And then it was very amazing, and then it was very shocking for me. And then, because a lot of students in Japan, they started learning English when they were elementary students. And then I was so shocked to get a score 4. And then I consulted with my friends, and I shared my very sad exams result to my friends. And then my friends introduced me one English teacher, and that changed my life. When I first met her, I didn't really feel that, okay, I will study for her. But after meeting her, she was a private teacher. So after school, twice a week, I went to learn English from her with my friends. And then she really totally changed my life. And then when I turned to second year of my junior high school, I really came to like English. But not only for the English subject, but for the other subject, my score really grammatically went up to the average, and then went up to more than average. So yeah, I would say that first, when I entered the junior high school, my English was very terrible, and I couldn't almost speak none. But when I turned to third-year students, and then my English score was much better. And then the very important and the very strong point that I can say to you is that I came to like not only English, but also the other subjects. And then I came to like studying. So junior high school students, when I was junior high school students, there was a lot of turning points by meeting very special teachers, not only in school, but for the private, after schools. And then I just can say that people can easily humans about in many ways. That's what I really believe. Okay, so and then that is when I first got acquainted with English, and then I learned my English, but it was only for junior high school level. And then why I improved my English is that when I entered high school, I decided to go to the States to study for about 10 months. And then I went to North Carolina State, where Michael Jordan is come from. Michael Jordan is one of the famous basketball player. And then, well, actually I was joining to the basketball team when I was junior high school student. Of course, when I went to the States, I joined American team. But many American students were much better than I am. And then it was really shocking. But I really had a very good time staying in the States. Even though my stay was like 10 months, which was very short, but my English got much, much better. And then behind my back, there were many people who laughed at me, but I really didn't care about that. And then I stayed with my American family. But first 6 months, I could honestly say that I just locked the door in my room, and then I try not to go out of the room because I was very scared to be talked by the American people because I couldn't speak English, almost none. And when I first went to the States, even though I studied my English in junior high, but I felt like I had come to a whole different world. But thank you to my friends in high school. They tried to communicate with me, even though I didn't understand what they are talking about and what they are saying. But I really, really thank you to them. And then that's why when I entered the university, I tried to went back as much as possible I can. And then I made it through. Yeah, that's how I learned my English in high school. Well, from university life, and then it changes a lot. So, and then I started learning Thai language as well in university. So after the commercial film, now I would like to say, okay, the commercial film is coming on. And then after the commercial film, I would like to go on, and then I would like to forward to the university life, how I manage about my university life, and then also how I decided to set up my new company. Okay, so commercial film after that, I will meeting you. See you soon again. Hello there, Akito again. Well, now I would like to forward to my university life. Actually, in high school, after I came back to Japan, I went to Japanese high school for 2 years, and then I took exams to get in university. After entering university, I studied English, but I decided to learn another language, and then I decided to learn and then I decided to study Thai language. You know why? Because I really liked the accent from the TV documentary programs, and then they were like making films in the very rural area in Thailand, and then I totally felt like I live like such a very different conditions and very different environment, and then I thought it was very worth learning Thai language. because my university majoring was education. And I really curious about the children. So that's why I decided to study physical education. And in Thailand, in this generation still, there are many people who pass away because of HIV and then also for a lack of nutrition. And then I was very, very shocked when I first went to Thailand. And then I joined the program, which is called Rural Area Homestay Program. And when I first went there, I was totally shocked to see all the scenery because there was no electricity, there was no gas, there was no water, but people living there were so beautiful. And then I tried to learn and then I tried to study Thai language by myself. But after my first visit in Thailand, my motivation went up really in a fast speed, and then I decided to study Thai language more. So at this time, my Thai language was not really clear enough, but now I can say that I really love people living in Thailand. So I would like to give a message through this TV broadcasting. สวัสดีครับผมชื่ออากิโตะนะครับยินดีที่ได้รู้จักทุกคนนะครับที่อยู่คนที่เมืองไทยครับอยากบอกว่าที่เป็นนักศึกษาตอนที่เรียนที่มหาวิทยาลัยที่ญี่ปุ่นผมเรียนอยู่ภาษาไทยนะครับแล้วก็ผมตอนนี้ชอบวัฒนธรรมของไทยแล้วก็ธรรมเนียมของไทยด้วยนะครับแล้วก็ตอนนี้อยู่ที่โตเกียวเครื่องแล้วก็อยู่ที่ประเทศไทยเครื่องนะครับแต่ว่าอยากเจอคนไทยนะครับเพราะว่าตอนที่ไปเป็นครั้งแรกไปที่เมืองไทยไปหาเช้าข่าวครับแล้วก็อยู่กับครอบครัวที่เช้าข่าวครับแต่ว่าไม่มีไฟไม่มีแก๊สไม่มีน้ำไม่มีอะไรครับแล้วก็ทุกวันแล้วก็ว่ายน้ำที่นั่นแต่ว่าผมดีใจมากที่ได้เจอกับคนที่เช้าข่าวที่เมืองไทยนะครับ Yes, that was a message, and then that was like my greetings to my like second home country, which is in Thailand. Yeah, this like Thai level, like I really didn't study in school, but I learned it by myself. But like meeting with the children in Hill Tribe gave me a lot of motivation. And then in university, I tried to learn not only Thai language, but I tried to brush up my English as well. And then after graduation of my university, I was hired by the Thai company. And then I worked there by using Thai language and in English. That's why I kept up my English ability. Okay, so this is my university life experience, but one of the programs that I can never forget is CAP. CAP made me, and the CAP was like turning point for me as well. And then the CAP is that program called the Ship for Southeast Asian Youth Program, which is organized and sponsored by the Japanese government, the Cabinet Office of Japan. In this program, like 30 participants from each ASEAN countries. Now we have 10 ASEAN countries, and then also Japan. Total of 11 countries join in the same cruise. And we go around like all ASEAN countries having homestay, discussion program in the cruise. And then sometimes we become like very emotionally. Sometimes we really share our opinions very honestly and truly. But it will make our like participants bond very strong. And then in the university, since I could meet a lot of people in high school, when I went to the States and then I learned my English, but I only could meet American people. But when I went to university, I could meet a lot of various kinds of people like Muslim, Christian, Buddhist. And then it was really totally different, and then it was really totally amazing experience. So I could say it is now living on my life for my business as well. And then after graduation of university 4 years, and then as I just mentioned previously, I was hired by the Thai company. And then I worked in that Thai company for 2 years, and then after that I was scouted and hired by Bangkok Bank, which is Thai bank. That's why I always had to brush up my Thai language and then also in English to communicate with the staff. Wow, so like my personal history is very strange and very unique, I think, because even though I don't live in foreign countries, but I always had to speak English and then always had to speak Thai in my business. But I really liked it, and then I like people, and then I like meeting people, and then I like communicating with them. And then it really gave me very strong passions for my life. Yes, and then after working for the Bangkok Bank, I was hired by the Royal Thai Embassy so that I could work for the government officials, and then I could learn a lot of things like between the government level. And then yeah, I can swear and then I can say that I could learn so many things from them. And then after working for the Royal Thai Embassy and Bangkok Bank, I decided to establish my own company. Yes, so is it clear enough for you? Until I graduated from university and then until I established my company. Okay, so after the commercial film, I would like to move on. I would like to forward to what I do now and why I established my company and then what I'm doing all over the world now. Okay, so see you soon, and then I will be back to you soon. Hello there, welcome back. Okay, for the last part, I would like to tell you why I established my own company and then what I'm doing now. As I mentioned in the previously, that I don't, well actually I live in Tokyo, I'm based in Tokyo, but actually since I established my own company in Bangkok in Thailand, I always go back and forth between these two countries. Which means 1 week I stay in Tokyo, 1 week I stay in Bangkok. I always go travel around for my business, but I really enjoy doing my own business. And then I got questions from the listeners that, what are you gonna do for the future? What is your dream? What is your future vision about the business? So honestly, I would like to answer to you listeners' questions that at this moment, I don't know. But as long as I have a life, and then I really want to enjoy my life, because thank you to my parents, I had a lot of opportunities during my university life that I could go travel around all over the world, not only for Japan, not only for ASEAN, but I had a chance to go to Europe, and then also for the Africa. And then I could see a lot of people which is totally different from what I am now. And then I can honestly say that I could learn a lot of things from meeting with them, communicating with them. And then I really wanted to thank you back. I wanted to give them back something. I don't know what I can do through my business, but I focus on CSR, which is corporate social activities. And then which means I make it a rule to take university students from Japan to Hill Tribe area every year, which is there is no electricity, no water, no gas, and then their average age for living is still 38 or 39 years old, but they live with very happiness. And then what about for the Japanese people? Look at my friends around my same age. Look at the younger generation. We have to overcome a lot of things. That's what I believe. And then the most important thing I believe is to enjoy our life. Because life is only one time. And then I really want to enjoy my life, not only for my business field, but also for my private. And then when I also stay in Thailand or other countries, and then I can see their lifestyle, and then they give me a lot of hints, and then they give me a lot of way of thinking, and I really appreciate for that. So I don't know if I really can answer to one of the listeners' questions about for my future visions about my working and about for my business field, but I hope that you understand. Okay, one more time that I would like to mention is that the key point is that I would like to enjoy my life, not only for private, but also for the business field as well. And then also, thank you to all the people that I've met for the past 35 years old up to now. I really want to give them back something in any ways, but it's very difficult to give them back directly. But I promise and I swear that I will succeed my business here in Japan and also in Thailand and other countries. And one day, maybe we can be like business partners. I don't know. Maybe one day, me and listeners on your side become a friends. We never know. And then I think this is what I can enjoy life. And you know what? Well, in Japan, in 2020, Tokyo Olympics will be coming. And then for my past broadcasting, I already mentioned you about for the country of Japan. And then what is the benefit to visit Japan? And then I really appreciate for those people who visited Japan and who came to like my country, Japan. But at the same moment, I would like more people to visit my country and to feel and to see the very beauty of Japanese heart. And then, yeah, that's another my dream that I would like to have at this moment. And then in 2020, by that year, I hope that I will be able to have a lot of business partners, not only in ASEAN but all over the world. Until then, let's keep in touch. And then, if you have any questions or any comments, I'm very pleased to receive an email through my website. And then my website is http://yiem.co.jp. Sorry, maybe I forgot to say like // but you already know that it's like universally, right? So yeah, please feel free to contact me at any time. Once again, thank you very much, and then see you in the future in some parts of the world. Once again, thank you for your listening, and then see you next time. Bye-bye.